We are back on part two, but we're just getting set up also so you guys will see, like I said, sometimes the behind the scenes and what goes on when putting Disaster Dating 101 together.
Inside look.
Yes, because I noticed that in the group, I couldn't share on my page.
I think I'm currently sharing right now. Yeah, I'm currently sharing. I think so. Hold on.
I can share, it says to share it to a friend's page. So I can
Uh,
share this to your page, sir, while we're on here. Antoine.
I think I'm already am, or that was the previous video. I don't know if the new video popped up yet.
Oh, the new one is up. That's what
Uh,
I'm on right now. Well, we about to see if I did this right. I put your name on there. Tell
It's all good. Let's do it.
me if you look. Did you get this or not?
I'm getting all types of notifications about it. Yep.
Look, you got it, but I didn't get it. All right, so now let me share it to.
Yeah, it's sharing. All right. Doom, doom, doom. Ooh, what you doing?
All right,
Where
so
you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. I'm sipping wine. I'm in this robe. I look too good to be alone.
I don't know
My
what you're
house
doing right
clean. My pool's warm. Fresh shampoo like a newborn.
now. All right, I shared it. Did I share it twice? Okay, I got it on there. Yeah, because it's
I
like,
ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. We ready?
all right, yeah, let me, since I'm going by the notes on my notebook, I don't need the notes behind me. You can
Leave
say
the door open. That's why I kind of really like this mic because it makes me feel like I'm like in a studio somewhere about to belt out these octaves.
all right. So let me do the little intro real quick for part two to bring us back in. And then we'll talk about why I date exclusively. And we'll get back to that.
Okay.
So a little bit of silence real quick.
We have a side conversation when this is over.
What we having this? I guess we on live, so I guess I don't need to know what the side conversation is since it's supposed to be a side conversation.
Understand. On site. Okay.
Okay, so silence real quick then. And we are back with part two of Dating 101.
Dating
So we
101.
left off talking about me dating exclusively and why I date exclusively.
Why you put all your eggs in one basket, you mean? Say it like you mean it. Own it. Call it what it is.
I guess you can say that.
Let me ask you something. Would have killed you to date multiples? And,
I
and and when I say date multiples, and here's what I hate. When I say date multiples, it doesn't mean that you are intimate with all of them. It doesn't
That
mean
is true.
that you are dating, you are meeting people, you are interviewing the longest interviews ever with people. Some people are going to make it, some people are not. Some people are going to automatically check themselves out.
So when I turned 30, I did. I started dating.
Was snapped.
I guess realizing that this exclusive thing was not working and noticed that I was the only one doing this exclusively. Like I was talking to somebody who was kind of open about talking to somebody else, but then it was like also beforehand I had like dated somebody who wasn't upfront with everything. So when that spiraled down, and that's what it was. I was dating this one guy, and he seemed like he was like the one, so to say.
Mm.
And everything that he did
Mistake
was,
one.
yeah,
Go ahead.
everything was basically a lie.
Okay.
I mean, like everything was a lie. And that's when it kind of hit me with, like, you can't be just dating onesies, as I say. You kind of need to get to know people and allow other people chances also. So when I hit 30, I was dating. I was going out, I was getting to know people. And like you said, I wasn't sleeping with everybody, but I
Right.
was getting to know people.
And here's what I also hate. You're a grown ass person. If you're attracted to somebody and the mood hits and you want to do it, do it. It don't mean shit. But that's a whole nother tragic mindset that we have to break. We do have to try to break in order for people to just kind of live their best lives a little bit. Because we so bound by some weird moral code that it's not even ours to derive from our own way of thinking in life. You know, somebody told you that you need to be this way, and you said, "Okay."
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
when, like I said, when I turned 30, that's when I kind of realized, like, let me date the way I want to date. Let me find love the way I want to find love, because
And did you
clearly
find it?
the way
Did you?
they were telling me to do it is not
And
happening.
honestly, be honest. Did you find that less stressful when you took the
It
expectations
was.
out?
It really was.
Everything's out on the table. Because here's the thing. This is why me as a man can speak so passionately about this whole like no expectations thing. Is because as men, unfortunately, even the greatest of men always meets some amazing ass woman when he's already met one previously. Like so it's not fair that a man could be going about his day, hanging with some friends, and here comes this randomly amazing ass woman he vibes with, and you already got somebody you done met before,
Yep.
right? And now, because you're dating exclusively, you can't even explore why this amazing person came into the life. And I ain't even talking about some like superficial shit. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, god damn, like you really feel like where you been,
Yeah.
right?
No, I've had that.
But you can't even understand or explore what that means to you, because if you're honest to the person you've met before, they and their feelings, they gone, right? Now there's somebody listening to say that, well, I'm a little more understanding because I'm not dating, I'm dating other people too, but you are a small minority of women, unfortunately. And when that man tries to be honest with you about somebody he met,
Oh,
or
got it.
actually he won't even try to be honest with you. He's so ashamed,
And won't even say
he
anything.
won't even say it.
And then when you see the picture, like, who is this?
Who is
Oh,
this?
oh, well, that was
Right? Because
somebody.
he like you, but you might not do a lot of the shit he like. But he like you, he dig you. Then he meet somebody that, yeah, you into you into that shit too. Holy shit, I go all the time. Oh, we should go together. Record scratch. Damn, now you got a decision because you did just. You don't even want to say, well, I'm dating someone, and
Yep.
because then they're like, well, oh, you.
Oh, you dating somebody. I can't talk to you.
Ah,
Yep. I can't talk to you.
I can't talk to you. Yeah, you can. Because we're just dating. Dating is not a status. It's
And
something we
and that's
do.
where we confuse things, is that we make dating a status.
Because you gotta label everything.
You got to. Now, I
God,
mean, not saying you got to, but you do, because it like I
because
said,
you're
it's either,
scared of the
is
gray.
this open
You're
or is
scared
it
of you're
exclusive?
scared of the gray. Here's the thing: the gray don't have to exist if you have a conversation. The grade comes. Oh my God. Did you see that new Disney joint, Raya and the Last Dragon?
No, I didn't get to see it.
I ain't gonna ruin it for people because I did see it. Thank you, Premier Access. But but basically one of the premises of some things is like this whole feeling like this badness is going to happen, right? Because we're not doing the type of things that make it go away. We're so scared of gray, but gray comes when we stop communicating, when we don't constantly communicate, when we're not keeping it 100%, right? And unfortunately, we don't even get there till we get older. We get tired, we get beat down, and then we like, okay, fuck it.
So then why would you like I know we talked about this before, but men not knowing how to date.
Oh my God, that's not even fair. All right, so we talked about if y'all listen to do we have that? Is that last episode available for folks?
It's the whole thing is in that's that one that
All right,
got
so
yeah,
quick
and
recap.
that's where it was. That's why I had to bring it back in.
Quick recap. Okay. Like I said, if you look at the evolution of dating for a male, right? Your first dates when you were younger required apparent involvement, right? And it was easy. You go to the movies, right? We were saying if you had a putt in your area, you take a girl out for miniature golf, right? Maybe if you had parents that had a little bit of money, they let you go bowling with your friends, right? Or most of the time, let's be honest, your high school dating was you hanging out at the fucking mall.
Yes.
Right? You meet me at the mall.
Meet me
Right?
at the mall,
At the mall.
outside, yep.
Right. So now, boom, that's high school, right? And the most you'll do in high school is prom. That's the biggest thing. You gotta have a date for prom, right? And then what you do for prom. And Valentine's doesn't extend past 4:00, right? Because you do it all at school, right? So then you get to college and dating still looks the same for most men, but now you might be a little broker, right? You live off campus, or you maybe got a campus apartment, or maybe you just got a single room or a roommate that's never there. And all you can offer her in that moment is your time. That's all you can offer her, really. Maybe a cooked meal. Maybe you offer a massage.
I remember I heard a younger guy in his 20s and they were talking about it was a dating conversation that I was in. And he said it. He said, I just want somebody to go grocery shopping with me. I'm like, what?
Listen, you don't have those options. So you start to learn how to date efficiently. And time becomes your biggest currency. Now, what most women don't realize while they're turning their nose at what I'm saying is in that time, that is probably when men are at their most vulnerable because they have to entertain you. They have to talk to you. They have to keep you interested. And it's not to get your draws. It's to get you to understand who they are. Now, men don't pick when they show their emotion. They find a window and they jump through it. Some men don't, some men do. So you don't get to pick when that window opens. What you have to do is you have to be mindful when that window opens that you need to sit down and look on the other side of it. Right? Because those are times where you can get to know this person. Now, unfortunately, like I said, this is college, right? Now, if you had money in college, God bless you. Okay, but I was broke. Broke was a joke, and I had 2 jobs. All right. And I was a full-time student. I ain't had time to date. I ain't know how to date. Okay. I tell a story all the time. I had a $50 gift card to a very nice restaurant in Norfolk known as Max and Irma's. Put that in a put that in a birthday card and told her we're gonna go out for dinner, and she laughed in my face. And to this day, still calls me Max and Irma's. Ugh. How you think a young man takes that hit? Huh? Think he keeps trying? No, he doesn't. So he gets molded into a very, very standard and bare bones understanding of what dating is. Because the most precious thing he can honestly give you is his time. Now he's older, right? He's got a little money. Y'all been complaining about coming over to his house. So now he has to learn how to date in his late 20s and early 30s. And guess what? Dating all you guys are like snowflakes. No two snowflakes are the
Or like,
same,
nope,
right?
it's
What
different.
gets you going, don't get her going. And if you don't believe me, just tune into Facebook. They talk about dating all the time. Who pays for the first date? What is considered a date? Hey, girl, if he took you like this, if you only had $300
That
a
wasn't a
date,
date,
what would
yeah.
you do? Is $178 too much on one date? Look at all this pressure. God, just want to eat a gun. I don't want to eat a gun. Shout out to self-help. But listen, what the fuck, man? Like we do this, we do this to ourselves.
That
So
yeah, you're right. But
so
see,
so hold on, because we talking about men not knowing how to date, right? And there's no slack for us. There's no learning curve. You got to bring your A game every time, fellas,
do
right? You got to wow her so she can have something to talk about with her girls. Fuck getting to know you. So it took me forever to learn how to date, self-admitting. And so I have conducted a list for you guys.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Because I'm all about self-empowerment, okay? And
I'm
I think the
listening.
conversations need to happen. And sometimes, my homies need some advice.
So
They need
guys,
some
get your
boost.
pen and paper.
Get your pen and paper out, right? We're gonna talk about some dates. And guess what? If she ain't into it, scratch it off and move to the next one. Right? Then all these ain't for everybody. But if she can't appreciate your thought, then that tells you who she is right then and there, right? Like if you into simple shit and you take her on a date that do some simple shit and she complaining, then she ain't for you. Pay attention, bro. I don't care how fat her ass is. Okay. Number one, coffee.
Oh,
Everybody
coffee
fucking
dates
drinks
are always
coffee.
good.
Right? Coffee date is a comfort date at its best.
So do
It's
you know
easy.
that that was a Facebook thing? I always see that post. Is coffee date a real date?
I'm about to break this shit down to y'all.
All right.
Coffee date is easy. It can help your date judge you for who you are without being overpowered by a surrounding. Throw a little razzle dazzle on the niggas. Don't go to Starbucks.
Oh
Find
yeah,
that little,
those like
find that
spots.
little, find that little, find
Yep.
that little smooth little coffee shop. And if you
Yep.
in Brooklyn, stop by Brooklyn Teas. You welcome, Ali. All right. Number two. Now, since you're never not gonna not be able to feed her on this date, and some people don't even consider it a date without food in it. If you're gonna go to a restaurant with a view. If you have a choice, pick a restaurant with a view, be it a garden, the
Yes.
horizon, the sea. Just don't give her dark lights and four fucking walls, guys.
Yes. Views are always nice.
All right. Elevate the view if you got to. If the shit is still indoors and they ain't got no horizon, there's plenty of fucking these rooftop restaurants. Go to one of those. Okay. Number three, amusement park. Now, if you live in the 757, 804, 202, 301, 703, 504, then you know it comes down
Kings
to Busch
Dominion
Gardens,
or
Kings Dominion,
Dominion.
and goddamn Six Flags. And
I
none
like
of them
Busch
might
Gardens.
even sound enjoyable going on a regular day with your family. But hey, try it with your significant
I never
person
went
of
to
interest.
amusement park with my boo.
Listen, pick a few cozy rides,
See, I
and
like
before
roller
you know it,
coasters.
chemistry is sizzling with a splash of adrenaline, huh? Ain't nothing like a heart screaming on a rebel yell to provide some of the heartiest of laughter and her need to hold your arm. But don't go to Six Flags. Please don't go to Six Flags. All right. Number 4, park. Have a picnic.
Yes, picnics are the best, guys.
Especially if
They
it's a sunny
are.
day. Listen, I made a mistake one time. I used to try to do picnics during the cherry blossoms. That's a bad idea. Okay. Cherry blossoms are flying everywhere. All right. You can't even just eat. You just wiping cherry blossoms off your face. But the scene, the view,
It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
All right. But if it's a sunny day, go. There's something about staring at nature's beauty that makes us feel wonderful inside. Listen, and you don't even really have to go to a big park. Like
Nope.
just find some patch of grass with a
Not
view
no just a
somewhere.
patch of grass. I
I'm not
mean,
saying like a patch of grass, but like say like they got
greenery
these like
also.
makeshift,
Yeah.
like the buildings got these little makeshift parks in front. You know what I'm saying? Or like right where there might be like a playground somewhere that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like just pull out a blanket,
A
pull
lake,
out a stereo, little little little
a
charcuterie.
Bluetooth on, play some music. Yes.
Yeah, let's just chill. All right, number 5, great number. Number 5, live concert.
Yes.
Right? If your date is into music or their favorite band is in town, don't even think twice. Soon as she say, "I like this,"
Exactly. Can you
start
repeat
looking
that,
for them
please?
dates. Right? If they close, drive, go. Hey, girl, we going to see this or this in Philly. Right? But yeah, your date will be grateful and love you for planning a surprise date to a concert.
Yes, guys. If
Listen,
your woman is into music, that
listen,
is
man.
the ultimate.
We're not told these things, so listen up. Trying to put you the game for free 90. I'm trying to get y'all this free game. All right. Number 6, let's go to a zoo, baby.
I don't know
Huh?
about the zoo.
Walking through a zoo can help both you feel really comfortable with each other. It's hard to hold your excitement back when you're staring at wild animals and indulging in wild antics.
So I will say this, I'm not into zoos like that, but I know in Richmond, Maymount Park is pretty nice. They do
Yeah,
have the animals there and they have
yeah.
the exhibits and stuff. Maymount Park, if you live in Richmond, that is, and you can do the picnic and everything
Listen,
all in one.
everything is not for everybody, right?
The
But
the
you
Japanese garden where the water is beautiful.
but you got to give us guys a chance, right? We're saying, listen, we want to do better. We want to, but sometimes it's y'all make it hard for no reason. All right, number 7, a boat ride. Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Pick what you intend to do, whether it's a romantic paddle boat or one with an oar, or maybe rent some jet skis. Little thought.
That's
Not, not,
different.
not. Yeah. I mean, it worked on Hitch, right?
Did he get hit or fell off?
I mean, make the date exciting, or just find a booze cruise that's about
I was
to
gonna say, yeah, booze cruise or
jump
a
on a
day.
booze
What is
cruise.
it?
Yeah,
A day cruise or whatever.
yeah, like a day cruise. Book one of those. Like you see it, book it. All right. Here's the most thing, guys. Once you actually figure out what the plan is, what the women want you to do is just execute it and don't tell them. Right?
Yes.
Don't ask them. They don't want you to ask them what they want. They want you to guess what they want. Right? So again, these don't always work for everybody. But we're gonna talk about this whole reading mind things, okay? But fellas, pay attention. If you're having the proper conversations, these things are coming out. All right. Number 8, one of my favorites, bowling. Bowling can be a lot of fun, even though it sounds like a total cliche. A bit of rivalry on a romantic date always spices things up. You can bet for quarters, you can bet for kisses. Hey.
I prefer pool. Take me to a pool hall. Play some pool.
Here we go. See, you one of those unique ones. Okay. All right. But pool hall, you can interchange that with bowling. Okay.
Yeah. And
Number
not just
9.
hold on, not just some rinky dink put the quarters inside. No, one where it's nice and
See,
just saying.
now you
Just
wanna go
saying.
somewhere with $50 scotch just to play pool.
I'm just saying.
The real experience is the pool hall. What are you doing?
Not them little quarter ones.
Shit. They all quarter machines at the pool hall. Some pool halls you rent balls, and some
You
you
rent the
just pop your
balls,
quarters
yeah.
in. Okay,
Or
see?
you can go to Lucky Strikes. It's a
She's
pool and
proving my
bowling.
she's proving my point. Nobody goes to Lucky Strikes no more.
I
Okay.
know, but I'm just saying, I just brought it up because it's
Alright,
pool and bowling.
we gotta get through this. Number 9. Street fair or carnivals. An explosion of color is a wonderful thing to experience. Can't get no better than a street fair or a carnival. You can spend hours together, act silly, and still have a perfect date. Tell you, boy, don't nobody, nothing lets a guard down like watching somebody suck down a funnel cake. Okay?
That's
Just
the
go
last.
ham on a candy apple. Right? Nothing relives pure childhood joy than a bag of cotton candy. State the lie. All right. Number 10, karaoke.
Oh
Huh?
yes,
Good karaoke night. Guys, those are free dates, right?
yes. Karaoke is
Do
fun.
you think do you think you're the best bathroom singer? Right? You trying to impress your date with some showmanship? Nothing beats karaoke, fellas, and especially if you can sing, you might sing them panties
Even if you
off.
can't do those duets, man, those are the best.
Right. Now, I wrote this list at a weird time in my life. So I'm gonna put a little asterisk on this one. Clubbing is what was listed. And I
Strip
think
club?
that whoop, oh, oh, oh.
Sorry.
I think that this has a definite age limit on it, but this list is for all age groups because young players need to learn how to date too. Okay. And I will say that my own caveat is I only club in other states. I
Okay.
don't club here in DC anymore. Okay. But if we're like in Vegas or we're in New York,
That's different. If
yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
different.
saying. But
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
you know, take a road trip, fellas, and then enjoy the city that you're in. Right? Go
You know
see it.
what? That actually is a fun date. I
Go
did
see
that.
it. Right?
And it was nice. I was drunk. I got a little tipsy. It was nice, but I
You
focused
you
on the person that I was with, and that was like really
but
fun.
you feel a little freer because you're not around the same
Yep.
motherfuckers you know. You know? All right. Number 12, watch a game. Now, this is for the sports people. There are a lot of women who don't get enough credit for being the avid sports fans that they are, right? And it's very rare that you find one, and it's real awkward because men are so shocked when they find one because that is it's not as it's not as common as you think. And I'm not talking about somebody that just enjoys watching LeBron.
No, I know a couple of women that
I'm
notice
talking
that
about
and
people
they're
that's
into
sitting
that.
there talking to you like this nigga rushed for 30 yards last week and he gets on my goddamn nerves. Now, thank God to fantasy football because that has made women type of invest in the deeper knowledge of the game, which has definitely dumbed down the questions and have created a lot more football fans once you really break it down and not just following names on the back of a jersey, right? Oh, he cute. But if you do find a woman that does enjoy a game, take her to her sport, man. Even if that requires you sitting at a fucking soccer game.
So I will say this: I'm not into sports like I used to. I used to follow basketball. I'm not into it like that, but I will even
But
if I'm
basketball is so easy. Now that's I mean,
hold
granted,
on. Let me finish. But I do like going to games, even if I don't know what's going on. I will go with my significant other to a game. I enjoy the excitement at
have you
games.
been to a hockey game yet?
No, I haven't been to hockey yet.
Oh my God. Go to a hockey game. Trust me. Me and my ex used to do baseball.
I was gonna say I like
We're
baseball. I
avid,
haven't been in
avid,
years.
avid Nats fans. Okay, we were at. If you saw my Instagram, we were always at the game. Okay, um, and we enjoy football. We had a bitter rivalry. Green Bay, San Fran. Like it was, we talked. I got a whole jersey from a bet she lost. Right. So, that's something that if you enjoy. Now, here's the other caveat, ladies. If you want to get to know that man and he wants to go to a game and he wants to take you, stop thinking about what you don't want to do all the time and maybe consider that you are about to learn some things about this man while he's comfortable in his element.
No, I agree with that.
Share his likes as well. Make him feel that he is not just pursuing you, but you are potentially pursuing him. It's not an ego thing. It's not a pride thing. But I digress. Moving on. 13, we all know movies. I'm still an avid movie lover. I will go to the fucking movies as soon as they open them bitches back up. Okay. And if you can't appreciate a good movie date or you can't enjoy the fun of trying to see 3 fucking movies in one day because we only pay for one, then boo to you. Okay. You had a shitty childhood and you should I'm joking. All right.
I snuck into what was it? I snuck into the Venom that the yeah.
Yo, the movie theater in Military Circle Mall, we had it down pat. We knew how to skip to the move next.
The
Anyway,
Commonwealth 20, over there and just stand over there by the exit and
mm,
walk right
mm,
in. That's how
right.
we did it.
All right. Number 14, arcade games.
Arcade games are fun.
Right. They have this thing now, little places will have like old school arcades just pop up, adult
It's
ones
one
with
in
bars.
Maryland. They have seafood and they have this
No, I
one
ain't talking about
where
Dave and fucking Buster's, okay?
no, no, in Maryland,
Right.
it looks like it's a rundown. I'll figure out where,
Yeah, I mean, but we got them in the city too.
but it's full of arcade games.
Right. We had one on 8th Street that closed. There's another one on like 14th, like tucked down underground. I mean, they're there, right? But arcade games, right?
I like a
And
little
listen,
pinball.
things that remind people of their fun childhood. All
Yes,
right.
I love pinball.
Right. And then I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you want to go to you want to go to these bars that have board games. Why can't we go to a bar that has video games? Like, why we need to stop the video game slander right now. Okay. All right, moving on. Number 15, a stand-up show. Comedy. Boy, stand-up comedy is the easiest date to take somebody to. You're going to have a good time. You're going to laugh.
I couldn't even
And
pull my
most open mics are free. And if you are out and about and you're hearing that Antoine's on stage, come holla at your boy. Cause we be getting it in. Anyway, can't wait to get back to that. Now,
and if you continue to go to comedy shows, they send you those free tickets also.
yeah. All right. Oh, number 16, 1 hour classes. Ooh, cooking classes, drink classes, things like that. Those are
Mixology.
perfect dates. Pottery. Go see pottery. Do some pottery. Glass painting, them sipping paints. Not them
Oh
the ones
yeah.
I'm seeing online though, where it be strippers and shit. Like just regular normal ass sipping paints. If she
Well,
smoked, they
it's
got
one in Harlem that I was supposed to go to for my birthday, and me and my girlfriend couldn't go on time, but I still want to go there. It's like the whole hip hop theme, and they got like the Biggie room and
the
all
key
this
to
stuff.
this is choosing something that you both leave with a souvenir of the date. That's the key. All right. So when you look at it,
We did it together.
there we go. All right. My number 17, the most underrated one, a short walk.
Walks are good. Yeah, those are good.
Take a walk on a quaint street you know well. Every few minutes or so, walking, find a new place to walk into, be it a coffee or something exotic. Don't walk down a dark and lonely street unless you're looking for a few dark corners.
Oh,
Oh, all
oh.
right. But I'm just saying, just take the same city you live in, Walk the streets and actually go inside some of the places that you drive by every day. Sit down, have a drink, have a snack, move on. Right? Take a short walk. All right. Number 18 for all my alcoholics out there, wine tastings, wineries,
Or tequila.
or tequila tastings. Why
Yeah.
not? Got the flight, man. Okay. Oh, my favorite, number 19, live jazz.
Yes.
Right? Something very sexy and sensual about jazz. Don't you agree?
Yes, get dressed up.
Right? Having a drink, sitting next to each other in dimly lit rooms. You ever
Yes,
notice that jazz
close.
tables are extremely close?
Yes.
Yes. Can't do that in COVID, but as soon as it's over, jazz. All right. Number 20, a beach. They're at the beach. Look at your face right now. Why do you hate beaches so much?
I don't hate them. I'm just trying to. I guess.
How's that? There's no better view than the ocean. What are you talking about? Wind. That's the part. It's a little annoying with the wind sometimes, but to just sit there and
If
listen
you
to.
can find it secluded, because I think that's what it's always too many people on the beach. But they had a little small.
There are plenty of times when the beach is secluded. You just have to pick the time and not go when everybody else is going if you want seclusion. Or maybe not go to the popular beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sorry, guys. Dewey and Rehoboth is gone. The secret's out. The secret's out. All right. Number 21. Ooh, aquarium.
Aquariums are nice.
Yeah, right.
Camden
Perfect.
Aquarium is a really nice aquarium.
Yeah. Museums. Underrated.
Yes.
Well, actually, this is okay. That's one of my biggest things about the African American Museum. Going there, well, it's been a mile, and it'll be, oh my God, it's gonna be overflow when it opens back up. But for a while, that was a huge date spot, yo, because it was like exclusive. It was hard to get tickets.
Yes.
Right? You'd be like, yo, I got tickets to the African American Museum. You trying to go? Ooh, yeah. I ain't got to go yet.
You got tickets to the African American Museum? Nobody.
All right. Now you were saying something about like little animals and stuff, but how about a farm trip? And not for animals. Berry picking, apple picking.
Oh yeah, strawberry. Yeah, those
Right?
are nice.
Rows of low-hanging fruit. All right. Number 24. Now we talked about concerts. Yes. Have you ever been to an opera or a musical show?
I've been to a musical, yes.
Now I know for some people musicals are hard, right? And they about to drop this big movie one. Your boy from Hamilton about to drop another big one about Crown Heights. And for some people, like, musicals turn them off, right? And I would agree with that. Sometimes musicals and movies turn me off, but a stage play, that's a different animal. That's a different animal. The fences you saw on TV ain't the fences they do on that stage.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Right? So that's one joint. All right. Number 25, because we all fat bastards sometimes. How about an ice cream parlor, huh? I ain't talking about Baskin and Robbins. All right. Take her to get some gelato or
some water ice.
I'm just saying, like, different ice cream, like really good ice cream somewhere. I guess somewhere that makes old fashioned sundaes. You know what I mean?
Some Rita's water ice.
No, not Rita's. You can't sit down at Rita's.
They got benches out there.
But what's wrong with Rita's? Throw some vodka in it, some pineapple rum. It's a different Rita's after that, baby. Yo, when they opened up the monument for MLK, right? We got off work. We went to the soft opening. Went and got some smoothies. Went and got some bottles of rum. Threw them bitches in the smoothies and walked from like
My gosh.
DuPont Circle over to the monument. It's a beautiful day to walk that day. And the smoothies was hitting right. You know, we put a little something up in the air. It's a day. It was a day. And that was an earthquake that day too.
Oh gosh.
And we didn't even feel it. All right. Ice cream parlors, yo. I'm telling you. All right. Number 26, a themed restaurant. Don't just eat with a little razzle dazzle. Right?
Murder
Good,
mystery.
good murder mystery, right?
Yes.
It might seem lame, fellas. Here's the thing. It might seem lame. But just like you took that shot to holler at her, you take that shot to impress her with something different. Everybody that took her to Ocean Air. Everybody that took her to Maestro's and Del Frisco's. Be different, my niggas. All right. Number 27, underrated. Fishing.
I like fishing.
A lot of women don't.
I actually went on a fishing date before. Um in Hampton a couple of years ago. And I was the only one catching fish. So I like
Mm.
fishing. Yep. He didn't catch anything. I caught like 5 fish that day.
Now, we talked about going to the museums, but for my number 28, let's just go to a gallery. Maybe she has a
Galleries are
favorite
nice.
artist, right? Maybe there's a really dope artist you want her to know about because you like it.
Well, the out in just I went on a date at the Workhouse Museum out
Mm,
in Fairfax County. It
right.
used to be a women's prison. And
I
so
yeah,
each huh?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so each cell has like a different artist, different artists that they have their work there. If the
Mm.
artist is there, you can talk to the artist. It's really nice. We walked the whole thing and took
When
pictures.
I
It was
when
really
I
nice.
realized that was a woman's prison, because I used to ride by it a lot. And I'm like, Art the House. Okay, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I went on a date to the architect house here in DC, and they do the light shit sometimes. Like that job
Mhm.
was one of my best pitches. All right. All right. Number 29. If you're gonna take her to the ocean, take her to the stars, baby. Planetarium,
That's nice. Yes.
right? I mean, like just go to the planetarium and sit in one of their IMAX theaters.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that's
they do
enough right
have really
there.
nice. Yeah, those are
Like
really nice.
God, the stereo and the oh my god, you know, understand. All right. Number 30, cook and eat. Right? A typical cook and eat restaurant is a wonderful experience for anyone. Helps you bond and laugh while you goof up, and all when you cook up a perfect little dish. Now that takes a little research, fellas. And
I was
that's what
gonna say I've never.
that's
Yeah,
well with DC, I have those, right? They'll have a cooking class and then they'll feed you afterwards. Right? So that's what you want. You want to look up. You gotta, guys. You gotta put some thought into it, fellas. We they're not giving us no parlay on these
no, they're
dates.
not. We aren't because I was gonna say for me dating from the first time I dated, like I said, my ex had just graduated, so he was picking me up from school, taking me nice places. So for me, I
Standard.
had a high standard of
Mhm.
dating at a very young age. So when those little rinky dink dates, I'm like,
But here's my
what is
thing.
this?
I'm not mad at your standard. I'll say it. I'm not mad at your standard. Have a standard. Just understanding you're dealing with a population that very much will not have the tools. They just
That
don't
no,
know.
you're completely right with that, and like you said, that's where the communication comes in. Because me, I like those artistic dates. So when you kind of take me on, like, just go to, like you said, you're not putting any thought into it. Like I said, coffee dates. I love coffee dates, especially if the weather is nice and they have the seating outside. I love a coffee date.
But I caution men to say this: if you find someone that doesn't appreciate the effort you put into it, they're only looking at what the value of the date is. That's your first sign, bro. Cut away, run. Okay, all right. They'll get no better after that. All right, cook and eat. Now, number 31, the most infamous one. They call it Netflix and chill, right? Now, that's unfortunate.
I'm listening.
This is unfortunate because it's not called Netflix and chill. It's called watching a movie at home. Now, guys, again, sometimes the simplest things just needs a little razzle dazzle. All right. Instead of making her feel all uncomfortable, balled up on your smelly ass couch, get a projector, get a fucking white sheet, hang that shit up outside, put up some lighting, and make a floor bed. You see it on Pinterest all the time. Just
All
try
the
it.
time.
All you need is a blanket, 2 body pillows, and every pillow in your house. And if you ain't got pillows, grow the fuck up. It's okay. Grow the fuck up, yo. Get some pillows. All right.
No,
But no.
you can make those nice. I know for me, when we used to do movie night, I would go to the dollar store and get the popcorn, the
Yeah.
popcorn cups or whatever, and make it seem like we are, and I would get the candy, the movie candy, and make it feel like we're at the movies.
Razzle dazzle, nigga. Just a little razzle dazzle on there. Okay.
Yeah,
All
if
right.
you my boo, I can help you out, razzle and dazzle, and some Netflix flicks and chill.
And look, put some effort into it, right? Send her an invite.
Oh, that's nice.
Send her an invite. I cordially invite you to view a movie. And it can't just be no general movie. Make the movie memorable so she'd be more comfortable to watch it. One of her favorite movies. Or a movie you really talk about a lot and you really want to share with her.
Or a new release that's
Or an
coming out.
exclusive movie because
Yeah.
you out here stealing streams and shit. All right. Number 32, horseback riding. Look at your face. If everybody's listening, you can't see her face. I can see her face. And she just stopped exactly when she stopped breathing for a second. Tell me your issues with horseback riding. Because here's the thing, guys.
I've never been, so I don't
Here's
have
the
an
thing, guys.
issue.
Again, this list is not for everybody. Find out things that you like in this list that you really like and offer to share those experiences with her. And if they can't appreciate that, run, cut away. All right. Horseback riding. Never done it?
No.
Try it. It's kind of sexy. The feeling between your legs, control. You got to understand the higher thing, you know what I'm saying? And things like we look at something so basic, right? We don't look for the appreciation of stuff. We look at what the negative is. We instantly shoot to the negative.
No, I would be open to it if it was offered, but I wouldn't basically suggest it.
All right. Number 33, nature walks. AKA fellas, ask her to go hiking and you better take her somewhere with a hell of a view.
Hold on. So you ready?
Uh-huh.
I got hiking boots. I went on a uh date to a cabin,
Right?
and we did 8 miles of hiking, and that was so fun.
Oh, I don't want to take you nowhere with mountain lions and shit.
It wasn't
I
mountain
don't
lions.
want to have
It
to
was
I don't
out
have to choose between you and my life. I'll be
what
honest with
was it? Out near the Poconos is some
you. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
hiking trails out there.
Fellas in Maryland, right? There's a trail out in Potomac. Find it.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
one out in DC that I went to. Got
I
lost
think it's called
in
a
the
Billy Goat Trail.
I
That's what
got
it is.
lost in there, but it's
All
one
right.
out in DC.
Right on the Potomac, right? It splits Virginia and Maryland. It's got the most beautiful views. Just don't take the hard way unless you like a real hiker. Okay. Don't need you twisting your fucking ankle out there. Looking crazy.
Yeah. With hiking, that is the thing. When you hike, you have to pay attention to the markers. You have if you are not a hiker, go with the easy trails. Don't go with the hard trails because, like I said, we did a hike out in DC
Mhm.
and got lost in a harder trail. We sitting there literally climbing up rocks and everything to get back on the trail. So
You know
please,
what's so crazy that most people don't understand? If you can vividly retell your date, it was actually a good date. If you can sit here and talk about that date later and vividly tell everything that happened, even if it was a disaster, still a good date because it was a new experience. It was something you tried, and maybe it did work, maybe it didn't work, but it don't matter. You built a memory. Why can't we be happy about that?
that's true.
Eh? Hey,
But yes,
no-
hiking. I like hiking.
you
I
heard
love
that, fellas.
hiking. I
Number
love
34. Here's yours, a game of pool.
Ooh.
We got to bet though. We
Oh,
got to make it
definitely.
competitive. All right. Number 35, historical sites. If you live in DC, if you ain't walked that girl around the mall yet, you're stupid. Especially do it at night.
Oh, it is nice out there. I always bring my camera when I go out.
Summertime, monuments. Listen, I enjoy sitting on the back of the Lincoln Memorial. There's nothing back there, just ledge. Sit on the ledge, and what you can see is the bridge to Arlington, and then Arlington in the backdrop. You see cars coming and going because it's a
That's why I
highway
said
back there.
it's good. It's really good pictures.
Just sit and talk, or sit and walk and talk. Ride a bike, rent a scooter.
I don't know about
We got it easy here, fellas. Little razzle dazzle. I'm trying to help you. I defend
razzle
you
dazzle.
when I say you don't know how. I will fight to this day to say defend the fact that most of y'all don't know how. But I'm also giving y'all this free game too. All right. Number 36, special events. Right?
Yes.
Shit like Jack Daniels used to come here and do a little thing. Right? Art, hip hop, Jack Daniels. Drink, eat, experience art and music. Find them, Google that shit, nigga. Like if you ain't got an account on Eventbrite and you ain't checking that shit regularly for these dates you got to come up with, you're failing in life. Okay, find some special events, right? Right. You know what make her feel real good? You take her to some rose event that a bunch of single girls would have went to by themselves. Hey, hey.
Again, they didn't have that one. I wanted to go to the one. It was around my birthday time,
Yeah.
but it
It'll
got
come
canceled.
around. All right. Number 37. Here's some weird, crazy shit. Go see a fortune teller.
That's look. Look,
Nope.
you taking it, fellas. You are taking a chance because you do
That's
not
living on the
know.
edge. That's dating 301. All right. Number 38. Ice skating. Don't be
I
scared to
like ice
fall,
skating.
fellas. Get your frozen on. Do you want to build a snowman?
I like ice skating and regular
Show your
skating.
vulnerability. Don't be scared to fail. Don't be scared to slip and fall. Try. Hold on to the side. They give you the little thing to help you, like a little skate walker.
Oh, that's for the little kids.
They got tall ones. All right.
Oh my gosh.
For kids on the spectrum and shit. All right. All right. Number 39. Visit a factory.
A
If
brewery or just a regular factory?
anyone,
Okay.
right? A happy factory, right? Maybe it's an ice cream factory or a cookie
And
factory, right? Uh, or maybe it's a brewery. Definitely spent a lot of time in Miller and Leinie Kugel.
they have a couple of those in Richmond, you guys. The
Yeah.
breweries, and they, have the bar on the other side, and you get to sample and all that.
Yeah. See, the problem here with DC, a lot of this breweries turn into hangout spots. So it's like you can go, but the experience is watered down with people.
That's true.
All right. Number 40. If you don't buy her flowers, take her to a flower show.
Yes, flower shows are really nice.
Tell them what a flower show is, Tosh.
That's where they have one in Philly all the time. I think in May around Mother's Day and stuff. I think that's usually when the flower show. It's big. You know, you go out there, different events, and it's different. It's flowers, but it's exhibit. It's a lot of stuff at the flower show.
Hit the
So
Google, fellas. All right.
yes, it's an
Now,
all day and it is an all day thing.
all right. Number 41, we talked about variations of cooking dinner for your date, but that doesn't also necessarily require you to be at home. Ooh.
Well, I know when you said something about the kitchen and stuff like that, I kind of figured you weren't at home.
I mean, sometimes you might have to be, right? Or, you know, little razzle dazzle, fellas. Little razzle dazzle. You find out that some things aren't as expensive as we've assumed in life. And a
They
lot of us are gotta be willing to learn to date better, fellas. And I'm telling y'all this, like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to date, like anything else you want to get better at it. Motherfucker, get better at it. Like, you could be one of these guys that girls be like, man, that nigga took me on. He showed me some shit. He ain't shit, but he showed me some shit. Like, you saying, like, all right. Number 41. Oh, no, number 41. Number 42. Damn, we on 42. I gave you 42 gems on this joint. All right. It's still going, right? For the ballers out there, how about a hot air balloon ride? Huh? If you ain't scared of them heights, hey,
those.
you'll go skydiving, but you won't go up. You'll drop, but you won't go up. Come on. That don't make sense. No, for real, though. And if you've never been in a hot air balloon, I know it seems scary as fuck. I'm not gonna act like it wasn't. But once you was up there, you realize how smooth that fucking ride is, and you can't beat that experience. She won't never forget this shit. The views you'll show her, the wine you'll drink up there. Oh my, it's almost magical. All right. Number 43. Old-fashioned eateries.
Those are
There's
nice.
there's a heritage eating joint in every goddamn city. Find it. Okay? It could be an ice cream parlor, bakery serving the best pancakes or waffles.
Yes, good old breakfast.
You know, somebody that's known for some shit. Like, shout out to the Breakfast Club in Houston. If you don't know, go. Tell that man I said Antoine sent you. All right. Number 44. Spooky date.
What, a
Yo,
haunted house?
if they're adventurous, listen, you want to take that haunted ass hayride with your girlfriends every Halloween, right? You can do that too.
They had a penitentiary out in
But not like the real scary shit, the fun kind. Not the, you know, not the like, not ghosts and skeletons and shit, jackal boxes and creepy music in there, you know. I mean, you gotta find enjoyment in being just a little bit scared. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody chasing you out with a bloody axe knife, but you know, just something that's still fun. Like, you know, it don't gotta feel like you in it.
there.
All right. Number 45. This was my go-to. Shout out to Barnes and Nobles back in the day.
Yes,
Bookstore
yes,
dates.
bookstore dates
Bring
are
them back. Here's the
good.
problem. Ain't no fucking bookstores left. I mean, but you can find vintage bookstores.
I
And
like
that's what,
vintage. They have them in Philly. Yeah, I always like going to vintage bookstores and finding
if you
good books
don't know
there.
one in DC, fellas, there is Kramer's Books and Restaurants on Connecticut, top right there, like right near the circle, like right at the top of the circle. There's Kramer's Books and a restaurant in there. Women love books. My grandma told
Yeah,
me a long time ago, read what women are reading, and you have something to talk about.
that's true.
Jim. Jim. All right, here go the new one, number 46. Gun range.
Never been.
Nothing like letting off a buck clip to make a girl feel like, whoo, what a rush. And half of them have had weeks and months. They holding all that pressure in. Shit, let them go ape shit on a target that look like they X or some shit. You know what I mean? Let her fire off the whole clip. Most girls want to learn how to shoot, or they've heard about shooting, they want to try it. They might not want guns in their house, but let them touch that cold steel for once and let them fire off a few. Bet you they be talking about their Second Amendment of rights by the third date. All right. Number 47, indoor sports. Paintball, laser tag.
I like laser tag.
Right? Me too. Light your ass up. Or we on the same team and we light everybody else up. You know what I'm saying? All right. Number 48, by the water. Not necessarily in the water, just by the water. Lake, pond, little river, a brook, if you have those in your town. All right. Right? No distractions. Pack a picnic basket with some sandwich drinks. Spend a few hours in each other's company just talking. All right. Number 49, an old-fashioned pub.
Pubs are good.
Pubs
Even
are
though I'm
great.
not a big drinker.
Old Irish pubs, quaint pubs, and if you're in DC, you know what they call speakeasies. All right. Listen, nice way to spend a while getting to know each other better. And if there's a little live band with a little fiddle, little music. All right. Now, we got all the way to 50. I gave you 50 of these. Don't say I ain't never gave you shit. All right. Number 50 is a little different because you got to get your money up. But they're cheaper than what you expect. That could be the whole date or part of the date. Who knows? Rent a chopper, my niggas. You want to really you want to really wow her. Take her on a chopper ride. She know it ain't your chopper, but you took her that closer to Jesus. Come on, man. Sprinkle a little razzle dazzle on it. That's 50 date ideas, man. You're welcome.
I feel like those were great dates. Definitely some good ideas. I hope you guys took notes of those. And it's just, you know what I'm saying, like you said, just learning and getting to know the person and with communication. So, Antoine, what would you wrap up as far as with this episode? What would you want to tell? I mean, you gave him 50 dates, but
I
what
gave him
else?
50 gems.
I know.
Call it what
It
it is.
definitely was.
I know. Here's what I want. I want us to be a little more tolerant, a little less in a rush, and a little bit more conversational in the beginning. There's no right or wrong time to have a conversation. Conversation should flow. Conversation should seek to understand and grow together. And if that's not the case, be okay that you met a dope person, but y'all didn't work out. You know, excuse me. It doesn't have to be the end all be all. You know, I only date this person. I'm only interested in being in a long-term relationship. Or date to understand who you are as a person, what you like, what you don't like, and who you are supposed to be with. What do you expect in relationships, and what do you have a standard for? But you don't have to, you could believe all that and not believe that the expectation is a relationship. Right. And fellas, like we speak a different language, we move different, we think different. You gotta want to kind of be different to not to perceive as the same type of man they've always met. And a little effort goes a long way. And I know that we weren't given the tools, but we got fucking Google, man. Like, open up your mind to something else, and you'll be surprised what you're able to pull off. And listen, like I said, all of those weren't for everybody. Find the stuff you like to do too, And just understand that sometimes a woman just wants you to open up, talk to her, and share with her. That's it.
That's true. That's true. And for me, I would say that, like, don't date expecting. Like, everybody isn't going to be Prince Charming. Date, get to know people. He may be the one, he may not be, but don't go in there assuming that this is the one, or forcing him to be something that he is not, or something that he is not ready to be.
Say it again for the people in the back with the bad hearing.
You cannot force him to be something he is not ready to be.
Nah, and you shouldn't. I want y'all to find that energy. I want y'all to destroy them clocks, yo. Them clocks is gonna be the end of you.
And how can we find you?
You can find me on IG. My shit is pure comedy.
All right. And I want to thank everybody for listening. You can find us on Disaster Dating on IG at Disaster Dating 101 Podcast. That's also on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter at Disaster Date 101. Also, like I said, you can find us on YouTube. We do have a Facebook page, Disaster Dating 101 Podcast. And you can find me at Natasha Renee _the creator. This podcast is available on all major streaming
We out here.
platforms. So please subscribe, like, and share. Good night, you guys.
Good night.